This episode of The Republic is brought to you by Audible. For a free 30-day trial and to receive a free audiobook, just head on over to audible.com/gamebreaker.
Gamebreaker TV.
I can't believe today has come. That's all I'm going to say. You're watching Game Breaker. This is The Republic and episode 159 for October 17, 2013. It has finally come. Larry's dreams are coming true.
The Force has heard my prayers.
New armor in the cartel market, and Big Brother is watching you. All that and more first on the show. Of course, Mr. Larry Everett, how are you, sir? I cannot
I'm
believe.
elated. I'm elated.
I can't believe the show we're going to do today. I'm calling it quits. It's done. Joining us as well, Laura Williams. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. Poor Larry.
I'm at a loss for words. Wait, I can't. Well,
Wait a second. You can't be a loss for words because you won't lose the words anymore.
Holy effing shit, that was a good one.
Oh, Larry.
Here's the quote. They are not soon, but they are somewhere. That is what Damian Schubert said pertaining to chat bubbles at the New York Community Cantina. Larry, do you believe? Do you believe, Larry? Do you believe?
I believe in Santa Claus now, to be honest. I mean, let's get real. This can happen. Anything can happen.
They can't do this to me. What the F is going to be the running joke on this show if they put in chat bubbles? They can't. There's no way. Bio, don't do this.
All I have to say is, BioWare, if you do this, please give us an option to turn them off because I hate chat bubbles.
Oh, it burns. Ooh, deep burn. Deep, deep burn. All right, but it sounds like it's not going to happen this year. No way, right?
No.
Gotta be maybe 2014.
Yeah, what it sounds like is that it is now off the wall of crazy and somewhere being built.
Where does it go from the wall of crazy? Where does it go? Like how when you pull it off, what does it go to? What's the next level?
I'm sure it goes to like some system designer's desk at that point, and it's like maybe a post-it note on his monitor or something like that. Yeah. So that's probably, I believe it's off the wall of crazy. I mean, given what Damian Schubert said, it's somebody is at least semi-actively working on it, and they want to do something better than just chat bubbles. I don't know what that means, but there you go.
Could you please just make us all facepalm and charge for it? Then it might be worth giving up the running joke.
No, chat bubbles will be free for subscribers, but preferred and free to play will have to pay for them.
That's right. It'll be expansion. Actually, that is the expansion.
The expansion is chat bubbles. All right. So we don't know much more than that. I guess, according to Larry, it's gone from the wall of crazy to maybe a post-it note. I don't know if that's good or bad, really. Post-it notes get crumpled up and thrown in the garbage. Let's hope so, because I need a joke. So that's all we know. Sounds as if it does, though. No, I mean, the fact that they're like referencing it and answering it and not just saying no comment that's going to happen or whatever. It's
on the wall of crazy.
It sounds like they're moving on it into some capacity. Who knows when, but it sounds like it's actually being looked at. Or they're just trolling everybody because they're just like, oh my God, here comes the question again.
I bet you what happened is that some intern goes, hey, what if we do this? That'll cut down on the server strain. And it did. And they're like, yeah, now we can do chat bubbles. I know that's what happened. It had to be some intern, some role-playing intern. Thank you very much.
I love the way we've made up this whole story. It's a role-playing intern who's taking it off the wall, put it on a Post-it note, sticking it to a dev's monitor.
That's right.
And they're going to charge for it. That's pretty much where this entire thing went to. So,
yeah.
All right. That's all the big news this week. So I guess it's time to go home. I don't know, really.
Time to get the puppy back out.
Yeah, puppy time. No. So some new items in the cartel market are coming October 21st. Delphi has a list of them here. Let's take a look at some of them here. Take a look at some new armor sets.
Gosh, that is very revealing. And what are the kids gonna think?
I don't know. Oh, I guess Leia was pretty scantily dressed. I'm like, when did you ever remember seeing anyone in Star Wars dressed like this? I guess dancers.
Yeah, the dancers were similar.
People like underboob.
That's right.
There's a lot of underboob going on, isn't there? I don't know. How about the magnificent?
I thought you were moving the mouse down to highlight it. Yeah, it's right here.
Right there. That is called underboob, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. The magnificent dancer set. Not at all disappointing, and definitely not forgetting the underboob.
Right.
I really like the colors on that top.
It's kind of tribal. I don't know. What would you say?
They do have. It does have.
It's got a wilderness vibe going on.
It does have a different belt on it than the other scantily clad armor. I call it armor light.
It's like a belly chain.
Yeah.
Why? My question here: why are these female only? Because I know Larry would love to be showing some underboob.
No, right? That would be so awesome.
What is up? Why are these female only? I can't. I for the life of me can't imagine.
I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in you, BioWare.
When in Rome.
That's right.
How about the series?
No cross-dressing in SWTOR.
Zero.
No cross-dressing in Star Wars.
Maybe you could go hang on a cab long enough.
Ooh, is that where it goes down?
That's right. That's where everything that is abnormal.
Where's the big?
goes.
Where? Come on, film me. Where is the big? Where's the Goldshire of SWTOR? Where does it go down?
The fleet.
Probably
yeah.
Fleet Cantina.
No. Narshada.
Is that where it is?
Really, I never see anyone in Narshada.
Instance 2. That's the joke.
I love how Lar acted like he had no idea. He's like, I don't know, maybe the fleet. No, it's Narshada Instance 2 from 4 a.m. to 7 p.m. Make sure to whisper Shadow. He'll get you in at the door. What goes on there? Can we do a show about that? I'd like to see. What you think? Are people open?
I keep trying to tell Larry that he needs to write a column on Irping in Star Wars, but so far he won't take us up on it.
Why not? Is it a big community? It's got. I feel like it is, and I'm just guessing.
I have no idea. Yeah. I'm sure that. No, seriously, I have no idea. I'm assuming that sexually repressed people are playing Tor, and so I'm sure there's some of that going on. That's all I can say.
He's not.
I know nothing else.
The Series 808 Cybernetic set. What do you think? Cybernetic set looked kind of cool. How are these faring? People liking the cyber? Are they looking for the cyborg sets? Are you seeing a lot of people running around in these?
Mm-hmm. Quite a few.
Maybe not the whole set, but definitely pieces of it.
Yeah. The problem with this one that I'm actually kind of afraid of is that it's black in this picture, but that thing in the middle of the chest actually blinks, and it almost strobes, and I could just see somebody like having a seizure, and then BioWare getting a lawsuit of some sort because
it's not that bright.
It strobes. That'll be interesting.
And you
The
can pretend that you're Bumblebee.
charged interrogator set. It's a pretty decent looking armor set. Not bad.
Yeah, that's actually it's another reskin, which a lot of these are, to be honest. It's that's a reskin of one of actually Thanaton,
It does really.
Darth Thanaton's robe.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I looked over chat and somebody just typed it. It like, I don't mind it. Like, it's kind of cool, but I feel like I've seen it a million times. Like, it feels very familiar.
The only difference when
the orange pieces glow on that one.
Right. When you see a lot of these reskins, ones that are almost an exact duplicate of something that already exists in game, many of them have like light up pieces on them. Like, for instance, the yellow on that one kind of shimmers, and also the shoulder pads on that as well, they shimmer.
The belt, the gloves.
Right. That's what you're not seeing in these still pictures.
And for those of you, when you're in Narshada Instance 2 and Overloaded just isn't enough, they've got, of course, or actually, I should say Charged isn't enough. They've got the Overloaded interrogator set of
That's
purple and blue. So that's the Overloaded set. Charged and Overloaded. Again, it's a pretty neat looking set. Don't mind it.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Pretty well done.
I think
it feels like you've seen it a million times.
I know. I mean, if somebody's wearing it, if it is a popular item, it is really cool. Like some of these other ones that have come in the past, it's really it's nice to see them with these particle effects and whatnot on them as well. And they're not hugely distracting particle effects either, like some other games that have your shoulders like on fire and that sort of thing.
I think they need to do more. I want to walk around looking like a walking strobe light.
just like a walking, flashing, blinking Christmas tree.
Yep.
With a boom box and your Christmas sled. You could be on the Christmas sled and your hot pink.
That's right.
Exactly.
With your pink afro wig. ready for Narshada Instance 2. I'm just saying it over and over so I can remember it because I just don't want to forget it. So I'm just trying.
Right. Don't forget it. Narshada Instance 2.
Yeah. Is it really where it goes down? I want to know.
Evan Hawk server.
I'm always interested in the ERP scenes of MMOs. I think it's quite interesting. Is it like wait? Let me ask you this: is it like a secret thing that like you don't talk about it? Like you're not supposed to talk about like ERP? Is it like
I don't know.
Club?
I get all the creepy ERP.
Is it like Fight Club though? Like you don't talk about where it goes down?
What?
Like, is it like Fight Club? Like, do you not like talk about like where it goes on and where's the spot? Like everybody knows Goldshire.
Okay, well, I honestly don't know where it happens publicly, but I do know that there's a lot of people that will try to get you to go back to their ship, and yeah.
Laura, you know? Do you get all the creepy ERP? What is it like, whispers and tells? But there's not like a spot.
Really creepy ERP. Like, for example, I was standing around one day and I had somebody walked up to me that was pretending to be a 9-year-old.
Oh God. Go ahead.
And yeah, they were pretending to be a 9-year-old who was trying to erp with me while waiting for their mother. It was the most disturbing thing I have ever encountered in game. But normally I get the things like people just walk in there like, "Oh, are you a dancer? Oh, do you want to come back to my ship?"
Is that like that's communicated in chat, like whispers, like "Hi,
I'm 9
years
I took
old.
screenshots
I'm waiting
of it,
for my mom."
The person, put it up on our forums.
Oh, is you calling them out?
Horrible.
Oh yeah, because that's
horrible.
Is that like is that actually questionable to where you can like report them for something like that, or was it didn't go over the line really?
I don't know where that line. Did you report them?
Because
because I probably would have reported. I don't know if anything would have happened to them necessarily, but definitely report.
God, does the Game Breaker Nation need an ERP room? That might be scary.
Yes,
I don't know if we can. No,
that would be hilarious. We got one on our Mumble channel just for fun.
The energetic roleplay room.
We have the energetic roleplay room.
It's when you want to go work out.
Right.
All right.
For your combat scenes.
Can somebody just make a GIF of Larry just doing that? Thank you. What is this one here? I'm lost. I lost track. The galvanized infantry set. Not bad.
That's your dark trooper. And again,
yeah, if you want to, you know, it looks like you've been around the galaxy once or twice. You've been a little beat up, which is kind of cool. You know, it's not like super sparkly and shiny.
On the back of it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about
a giant helmet. Helmet looks a little too big.
It looks big on that character. It doesn't look big on like a guy. It looks huge on that, because that girl is body type 1, which is the smallest girl size that you can get.
The biggest head.
It looks huge. Yeah, so the head's
let's see. So this is the energized infantry set, brought to you by Monster Energy.
Right. No, actually brought to you by Energized Roleplay.
Is that male or female? I can't even tell.
That's a guy.
That's a dude.
Because it looks like dude in this pic here in the front, and then you look over here and you're like, man's got boobs, man. Like, what's up? What is it in like mid?
He's got a burly chest, man.
That's a chest. Who has a chest like that? Look at that.
It's armor.
Any Rob Liefeld drawing.
That's right. Exactly right.
Doesn't make any sense. Isn't it a little too low? It's almost like it's not really his gut. It's not really his chest. It's kind of like something's growing.
It's moves.
Moobs. This is the exquisite formal armor set. Guess it's kind of meh, but I guess this could be used for, I guess, like, I don't know, if you do RP stuff for sure, right? Like if you do like guild.
Actually looks really nice with some of the mini skirts that they have in game. If you don't want to wear like the officer's jacket, you could wear that, and it looks kind of formal.
Yeah.
Do you guys do like the RP thing where you like actually have meetups and stuff, and you gotta like dress in formal wear and things like that?
Yes. Well, okay. I don't know. Laura, do you go to those? I don't know.
Oh, because this is what this looks like to me, right?
You had to dress up in formal wear.
Yeah, so this looks like something you'd show up, like some sort of like officers, you know, you're going to an event or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking set. There is a texture bug on that one though. I don't know if you can tell, but the cord that
it's actually like
it juts out. You can't really see it from that angle, but it kind of juts out, and there's a structural issue with that one.
Oh, I thought it was a nipple clamp. I thought that was like I thought that was some more RP going on.
Yes, it's a tassel. It's a tassel.
I thought that they were going to the club.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Speaking of going to the club.
Speaking going to the club. In your expert fighter set. Bonus with a cape.
Yeah, the cape. Oh gosh.
Butt cape.
Little butt cape.
Another butt cape. And it's the same skin tone as, it's the same tone of color as the skin. It's the exact same color.
It's for easy entry. It's for easy access when you're at the club. No?
Sure.
It's got 2 little flaps in the front too.
Tassels.
Tassels. Clamps.
Tassels.
This is the what is this? The Visas Mars armor set.
Visas Mar, yeah.
Visas Mar.
Yep.
This is actually a pretty badass kind of KOTOR looking throwback.
It actually is. It's from KOTOR 2. Visas Mar was a character in KOTOR 2, and that's what she wore, and that actually is a really nice looking outfit.
I love that hat.
Yeah. The only thing is now, it kind of irks me a little bit, is now all humans can be Miraluka because they've covered the eyes.
Why has it just got to be humans, Larry? Why can't it be Twi'leks too?
Can't have a Twi'lek Miraluka. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't make any sense. Can't do that. Whoa. Ready for this one?
I just realized which one he was looking at.
Whoa. Behold, Darth Antlers.
Hey, this will be excellent for all those people who wanted to roleplay Thor and Loki in this game.
That's right. Just get a green and yellow color dye, and you could be Loki. Boom. It's the Avengers.
How did this pass? How did that helmet pass?
Okay, honestly, in all honesty, that is Marco Ragnos's outfit from the comic book, from Tales of the Jedi comic book. That is what he wore. It is horrible. It's a terrible, terrible design, but it is canon based, and that's why it got in there. Yeah. Now, that being said, I mean, take the helmet off, and the robe is actually pretty cool.
Oh, I know so many people that are excited for long-sleeved robes.
Yeah.
I know, but in this fashion, can you look at anything but that ridiculous helm? Like, I didn't even see anything from the neck down. I'm just like that.
No.
This is so ridiculous.
That is the size of the character's thigh. It goes from his. What do you look at my voice? There you go. I
could probably find a better pair of antlers on Shutterstock in about 5 seconds to make a helmet. I could probably put something together really quick.
But yeah, that's as long from his waist to his knee. That's how big those horns are. That's how tall they'll go above the guy's head.
There you go, Darth Antlers. Behold the Darth Antlers. Coming to a cartel market near you. All right, let's move on. There's some crazy conspiracy theories going around this week about BioWare, but first, I am going to make a better helmet than BioWare just by using Shutterstock. That is right. This is where we go for all of our Star Wars The Old Republic helmets. No, we don't. We did to be good. I want to save you guys 25% off on your account. All you do is go make an account and you make sure to use GameBreaker10 in the promo code. You guys have been hearing me talk about the GameBreaker Nation, our cross gaming guild that we are slowly unraveling. We've already started doing some events, kind of here and there after shows. But as we're rolling it out here, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Give you a little sneak peek of the website and the logo. Let's look at the logo. If you guys check it out. So we got this. Here's the GameBreaker Nation logo. The homepage. The site's not fully up yet. There is a splash page you can go and put your email address in if you're interested in the GameBreaker Nation and receiving more information. But we will have it up and running soon. But here, the Dragon won out. We actually did this as a community event. So we made about 7 or 8, I think, logos, all using Shutterstock. Kind of cool. Let me look over here. Not antlers. I should have made an antler one, but I didn't. These are the light boxes here where you can saved all kinds of cool stuff. This is one of the light boxes. So as I was building stuff, looking for assets for the GameBreaker Nation, there's another piece. You can see this piece we used for the slider here. Again, I was looking to save, I like this. These are the light boxes where you can save all your images to kind of come back later and figure out which ones you like. Save that one. I thought that might be cool. Use that somewhere. A bunch of icon sets that we're using for the site. Here's the green one that we have on that slider right now. One of our logos was a fist. Somebody suggested a fist, so we tried the fist. Didn't win, but looked really cool. Here was another version of a dragon we used for, tried that one out, but didn't look too good. Tried the helmet. Tried a bunch of different options, and the dragon was one of them as well. So again, our entire website look and feel is kind of being driven by Shutterstock because it's great. You can just search for all this stuff, start searching for heraldry and shields and helmets and all kinds of stuff, and if you guys have a guild website or something like that, you just start thinking about, there you go, boom. You need a nice logo. You separate those out, put your guild name on the banner, put these guys on the side. Looks great. Dragons, you got backdrops, concept art. Looking at these as well, some lions for logos. Really great stuff. That's a nice piece. That's really well done. So I want you to go save you guys 25% off. All you got to do is go over, make an account. You don't even need to sign up today. You can actually make a free account, no credit card necessary, and start looking through all their different artwork, make a light box, start saving stuff, gathering your ideas, and when you're ready to make a purchase, just use the promo code GameBreaker10, and you're going to save 25% off. And there's a few different options on price points. There's a price point for everybody. There's like a monthly package where you can download X number of images per day. You can download like 2 images. I think it starts at like $29. Like there's really a package for everyone. And like I said, I want to save you guys 25% off. Just use the promo code GameBreaker10 and you'll automatically save 25% off. So get to working on that YouTube page and that guild page. Go, go, go. All right, so there's some crazy, did you guys read about these crazy conspiracy tinfoil hat things going on this week about BioWare anonymously possibly posting positive feedback on the forums? People are claiming that they're just getting in there. I mean, before I get into BioWare's response to this, can I just say if BioWare were actually doing that, they were not doing a very good job. That's what I'll say. What actually sparked this? Did you guys get to catch the thread before it was deleted?
There, basically, it was a guy who called out another poster who said that this person here was a BioWare employee or BioWare shill of some sort that was being paid to post on the forum, and
found their LinkedIn profile and posted that on the forum saying, here, showing their occupation.
Exactly.
So Eric Musco steps in to close the thread, but he also gave a response, first of all, on deleting a thread that called out a poster as a BioWare employee. So he said, any thread in any context which specifically calls out a forum user for any reason counts as a call out and will be removed. This is one rule that we are very strict on, as making a thread targeted at another player serves no constructive purpose. The thread itself contained false information specifically regarding BioWare operations and as such would need to be removed. And I got to say, on the first point, naming and shaming, they have to be strict on this sort of stuff. It is not just BioWare who does this. Even on Guildcast, Guild Wars 2 show, about a week or two ago, I believe, we saw an example of naming and shaming rules being enforced by a player rightfully called out by a dev on some questionable behavior in game. So this is not at all something specific to BioWare. This is something most gaming companies are pretty strict on. On the second point, Musco went on to say that posting on the forums is not something any developer can just do. So I think for a lot of people, they're like, really? They can't? No, they can't. There's a process, permissions, record keeping. There's people like which sounds crazy, but it's true. Because could you imagine if every employee of BioWare had to just post on the forums, go for it? There'd be a lot of trouble.
Be a lot of trolling.
Yeah, just a lot of trouble. So there's a very few, usually I think, amount of people at any gaming company in general that even have the ability to post on a daily basis without sort of anyone overseeing everything that they do.
Right. Well, it's actually been said before, if not by Musco, by Stephen Reed or some other community manager before them, that the way BioWare employees post to the forums, this is even when BioWare employees were super active, even like when Georg Zoller was posting every other hour on the forum. Basically, from what was explained, is that Georg or whoever the BioWare employee happens to be, they make the post. Then the community team reads the post, and the community team then okays that it goes out. So it is if you see a BioWare named person posting it, that is them posting, but there's a check between the developer and the community, and that is the community management team. And so every single time that there's a post like that, it always goes through somebody that has some more say than just the developer.
Always.
Even secretly, I don't know if we got this quote in here, but Eric actually says beyond that, I mean, the BioWare employees aren't even allowed to admit that they are BioWare employees in game or anywhere else. Or I mean, there's really strict factors involved in what a BioWare employee can do or admit. regarding the game itself. And that includes if they're playing the game, which they all do, they can't let anybody know that they are a BioWare employee.
And again, just to point this out, just so there's no sort of bad feeling towards BioWare, this is like standard stuff. Like this is like every company does this. Every company out there does this, except Game Breaker. That's why we get in trouble all the time. I just let everybody say whatever the hell they want, and then they say crazy stuff on the internet and Twitter, and then it comes back to bite me in the ass. But that's every company, like gaming devs and stuff like that. They all play the game and nobody knows who they are, and they don't, have a guild tag or something that like points out who they are. And if they're on Mumble with people, they can never tell people. So this is standard stuff. So I think it's a crazy conspiracy theory. I love conspiracy theories, but I'm not buying this one. I'm pretty confident BioWare was not doing this.
If they are, they would have done a better job. Well, maybe, hopefully.
That's questionable.
Hopefully.
All right.
I'm just going to throw it out there. Heal the poll. Line of sight and heal the poll.
I mean, I would not be surprised. That being said, though, well, I have my name up. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if there's certain companies of in kind of some sort of middle ground area of development, like don't get on and write fake reviews in forums and make fake Twitter accounts and things. I am sure that exists, believe me. But when you're talking top tier, EA, Riot, Blizzard, no. They don't do that. So, all right, let's talk about some patch notes. We got some patch notes going on here. Some priority transport terminals on the Republic fleet no longer failed to transport players in some instances. Was this the Senate shutdown or something?
It was, actually. Government shutdown in the Senate.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They couldn't agree on a budget. So the Republic players had to suffer and not be able to transport to areas where they can do their dailies.
I heard pizza fixed it, kind of brought them all back together. We can't get pizza. Let's go back to work. The area loot preference. The area loot preference now functions as intended when looting missions or mission items while in a group. What happened before this? Did it just leave them on the ground?
Oh my gosh, it was quite horrible. Actually, this is why anybody who watched me on the streams and doing missions and such, I had to loot every single body, because what would happen is if I was in a group, I would loot one guy, another guy would area loot over here, and I would get one mission item, and he would get 2 or 3 or something along that line. So it was bugged. I would not be able to pick up all of the mission items. I would only get a fraction of them, and the other people that were on the team, they would get the rest of them. And so,
this would be standing around waiting on you.
Exactly. and so, that has been a bug. Actually, that's a launch bug, and it's just now getting fixed.
Bug or quality of life issue?
Oh, it's a bug. It's absolutely a bug. Yeah, it's been a bug, like I said, since launch. I'm supposed to pick up this. If I'm area looting and the guy next to me that's in my group is area looting, we are supposed to pick up from each one of the bodies that is around. But for whatever reason, the person that I'm with might pick up my share as well as his share.
Definite bug. Okay. Next up, Laura, tell me about this one. Group leaders can now queue up for an additional replacement if a second player leaves while the group is in queue. So what happened? Did the group just disband if 2 people left before?
Well, that's what I always did. If we had 2 people bail, then I would bail. So I don't know. I always assumed that when you requeued back up, if you had extra people that left, that it would go ahead and backfill it. So that was kind of a surprise to me.
It sounds like it didn't, though. Like, do you know, did it disband? Or because I mean,
I'd honestly never noticed this bug personally. So I am glad that it's fixed. But usually, to be perfectly honest, we lost 2 people. It's usually like a healer and a tank.
You bailed.
And at that point, I'm done. I'm out.
Okay, well, apparently it's fixed. So another little fix there. So players can now alt and right click to equip gear onto a summoned companion. This is a nice little quality of life
That
change.
is really nice, especially for pets that are wearing your gear. So when you get an upgrade, you can just throw it on them and not have to open up the window and then drag it onto them. I'm kind of excited about this one.
Yeah, that is a good quality of life fix.
PvP guards through the galaxy are now level 55. Bit of an oversight, possibly, with 2.4, maybe.
I don't.
Maybe.
I don't know. Here's the thing. There were some areas that had champion mobs, like for instance, Alderaan. In the Republic areas, the turrets were level 50, and the mobs inside were they're still champion level mobs, but they were like the appropriate level for that planet. So being Alderaan, they're approximately level 30. So you'd have level 50 like turrets, and then you'd have level 30-ish champion mobs, which I don't know. I don't necessarily know that it's a bad thing, but then this is a cool thing too. I'm cool with that.
How about this next? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I use these personally whenever I do roleplay events and whatnot, because it makes for good NPCs for the players to fight if you're on some sort of event or whatever. So I'm glad to see them all being bumped up to level 55. So now I can actually get a good group, and it could possibly be a challenge to take on some of these areas.
All right, next I want to hear about this one. I wonder if there was abuse going on. I'm talking about this one. Players can no longer vote kick in a war zone before the match has begun. Was that really happening before? Were people abusing this somehow?
I hadn't heard about that. Now, I did hear that they changed it so that you cannot get healing medals before the match had started by healing other people and yourself. But I didn't hear about the one about people getting kicked.
I'm assuming that it's abuse as well. I hadn't ever seen this, but I can definitely see it happening where, maybe 4 people queued up, and then there was a 5th one that they wanted to queue up with them, and so those 4 would vote kick another person, and they would get kicked out, and then their friend would be popped into the group or something along that line. Or maybe maybe they're just being jerks and saw somebody without gear that they were looking for in their group and just kicked them out.
Noob vote kick. See ya.
That's
All
right.
Well, that's being fixed. Last up, in the Corellia and Space Garage arenas, players can no longer climb onto the fountain and the overhead pipes, respectively. How do you feel about that?
I want invulnerability again, please. No, but I'm not sure exactly. I didn't obviously do this because I'm not a huge PvPer, but I had heard you jump on top of these things and it makes it more difficult for people to hit you, yet you can hit them just as easily. And rumor maybe even that you could stand up there and the poison would get you last. So
Not
you can
anymore.
stay up there, not anymore.
Not anymore. All right, I'm going to do something for the live people. So why am I recording it? Because I want you to show for the live show. So we're sort of soft launching Gamebreaker Nation, rolling it out here and there. And even though we're not officially taking, we're not accepting people in officially yet because we're still working on the website. Like I said, you can go to www.gamebreakernation.com, put your email address in if you want email updates. We're almost done with the site, the one I showed you. For the people in the live chat right now, here is our Gamebreaker Nation Mumble server info, password, all that good stuff, port. So we're dumping people in through the shows. So go download, go jump in there, hang out, start using it. We're not going to change the password. It's actually the Mumble server that we use every day. So we're always in there like doing work and stuff like that. So there you go. Have fun. We'll be in there after this show and Legendary and all that good stuff. So we're going to start doing some events. Actually, I don't have the details yet, but I will. They're doing I think the World of Warcraft peeps are going to be doing like sort of we did like our first unofficial event with Final Fantasy. We're going to do another one on Saturday, I think, with World of Warcraft. I don't know. Maybe watch Legendary. I think I have the details in there. I haven't looked yet. So Laura Williams, follow her on Twitter at VoidMinx, VoidMynx, and right here on The Republic every Thursday at 6 Pacific. Always a pleasure. Larry Everett. Follow him on Twitter at Shadow. Go read the Hyperspace Beacon at Massively. You can find him at Narshada Instance 2.
Instance 2.
5 days a week.
Evan Hawk server.
5 days a week, Monday through Friday.
That's right.
That's where he'll be. You can follow me at Gary Gannon, follow Gamebreaker TV, Gamebreaker TV, and come over and do the show live, like I said, at 6 PDT. And watch GBN Cast for those of you who want to know about the Gamebreaker Nation and excited about it. Please, please, please go watch GBN Cast. I reel a lot of the information like it's going to be free. That's the big news of last week, that it's going to be free. Go watch GBN Cast, last week's episode. We do that show live on Fridays at 4 Pacific. So tune into that as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have fun, and we'll see you next week for some more Star Wars: The Old Republic.